Good morning everyone and welcome to a brand new weekly vlog. If you're new around here, my name's Astrid, and if you're not new around here, we have a lot to catch up on. I feel a little bit sick, but I'm hoping that's just because I've left it too late to have breakfast. It's 10:15 and I've not eaten anything yet today, so we're going to rectify that quickly with some crunchy nut clusters, which is my current cereal obsession. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. Let me know in the comments what you got up to. I think you can see what I got up to. We put our tree up, which was very fun. I'll show it to you. I'll show you some of my favourite little details in a moment. This is actually my third year of having this exact tree. Before that, I actually didn't have a Christmas tree for ages, and then I really splashed out and got this massive one that didn't really fit in this corner over here where it used to live. But recently I moved the piano over there, which was here, to make room for the tree, and I think this is way nicer than trying to fit it into the corner actually. At first I didn't like it because I was like, just sort of feels like there's a tree in my living room. But actually, when we were decorating it, I realised that I can see all the way around the tree, and I don't usually, because normally it's between like two walls, so you kind of only get like a third or a quarter of the tree, but now you get like almost all of it, which I think is great, especially because like you walk in this way and you get it from this angle, and then when you're sitting on the sofa you get it from this angle. A lot of thought has gone into this, guys, but let me show you some of my favourite decorations. First of all, Diet Coke. I got this one from Harrods a few years ago. I hunted it down because I really wanted it. This is a new one, a pack of Uno cards. I actually bought this one for Charlie because we love playing Uno. And then this little gingerbread house is probably one of my faves. The Wonka bar, that's another one I bought for Charlie. I bought him a few because obviously this tree was mine before he lived here. So like I wanted him to feel like he had some bits on there as well. He actually bought this little Jellycat gingerbread man as well, which is so cute. I love these little mistletoe ones. This one my mum sent me as a little surprise last year, which was lovely. This one Charlie bought me last year. My phone is ringing. Sorry, I'm back. We've got someone here that are from my grandparents' tree because they gave us a load of decorations. I've got a bourbon biscuit. This is another one I bought for Charlie this year. It's from Ted Lasso, which we've been loving lately. It's the little box of shortbreads. If any of you have seen Ted Lasso, you will know. Yeah, that's a very whistle-stop tour, but I like it. I think it's cute. Oh, and of course, the Wicked one, which I love. Oh, you can't really see it. Here we go. We've got Elphaba, Glinda and the Emerald City behind. I love that one so much. That's my newest one. And then actually, while we're on the topic of Christmas decorations, I've got my Christmas tablescape. I actually bought a fair few new bits for this because I was filming an ad that needed a Christmas tablescape. So I managed to find some really cute bits that I'm going to show you now. This actually is not quite all of it. There's like a centerpiece, but I've moved that elsewhere. I'll show you in a minute. But this is my first ever tablecloth. Feel very grown up. It's got little like stars embossed onto it. Don't know if you can see. Then I went for this table runner and these matching napkins. I kind of love the frills. But the reason I went for pink and white, even though it doesn't seem necessarily Christmassy, is because I did want something that would go with like Christmas and in the summer. And I feel like this actually does fit the bill because I really like the pink and red combo, and also because pink is basically just light red, I do still think it gives like candy cane vibes. Then I've got these placemats and coasters. These are also from my grandma's house. They were getting rid of a load of stuff and I have always loved these coasters, so I was like, I will have those. I got these cups from Dunelm. I will link them in the description. I got a gingerbread, a Christmas tree, another Christmas tree because I wanted 4. They only had 3 designs, and a little candy cane, which is cute. But ever since then I've been considering getting another candy cane and another gingerbread, so I've got like a set of 6, but it's so rare that I have 6 people here, so I don't know if I'm being a bit excessive. Then also from Dunelm I got that little spoon rest because I thought when you've got like desserts around Christmas, it's always good to have somewhere to put the spoon. That's my Yankee Candle in the scent Twinkling Lights, which I like. And then lastly, we've got this little plate set up. So these like honeycomb paper sweets are from a fairly small business called Rocket St. George. I got them online. I'll link them again, but I love those just as like fun little, I don't know, pops of colour, and I really think they tie in the red with the pink. And then I bought these plates. I've wanted Christmas plates for so long, guys. Honestly, this feels like a dream come true. I got them from M&S. So we've got the bottom plate here, which I love because it's like plain, but just with the cute little design around the edge. And then I got the side plates, but basically I got 4 of them because 4 tends to be, you know, the number of places I have at my table. Like, it's not massive, but I actually love them so much that I was like, oh, but in like the years to come, if I want to have my whole family over like around Christmas or something, or just like a bigger gathering in general, maybe I'll want to have more than 4. So then I went online to try and buy some more, and annoyingly they didn't have the big plates in stock. And I also wanted to get the matching bowls because I like to have like soups around Christmas and stuff like that. So I tried to go online to find those, couldn't find them. But what I did manage to find was actually a set that had, it was like a 12-piece set. So 4 of the big plates, 4 of the little plates, and 4 of the bowls. So now I'm going to have 8 of the big plates, 8 of the little plates, and 4 of the bowls. And I'm going to keep an eye out like in M&S stores and also online to see if some bowls come back in, because I'd really like to get like 4 of those as well, just so I have like a complete set, because I don't want to have to buy another Christmas like crockery set in the future. I know it's like you don't have to, it's quite unnecessary, but I've always wanted a nice one, and I can't believe how much I love that one, so I just sort of leaned into it. And then we've also got a festive little setup over here. So we've got these trees are like honeycomb, just like the sweets that are on the table, and I love them, and I'll show you those up close in a second. And then I've got this little tree. Actually, I'm gonna stop being lazy. Look how cute these are. And sorry, the lighting's actually terrible where I am. Oh, and I've just really hurt my knee when I was bending down, like I landed on it weird. But what I love the most about these trees, first of all, I really like the colour of them. I think they're a really nice shade of green because they're really, really dark green, like forest green. But my favourite thing is the fact that they store flat, and I just think that's amazing. Like, as someone who lives in a London flat, doesn't have loads of storage, and actually my Christmas stuff usually lives in my mum's loft because I don't have a loft. I think that's amazing because they are like quite big actually. Look, but they don't take up too much space. And then I have this little pickup truck carrying a Christmas tree. It lights up, but I've had to order some more batteries because it's run out of battery. And this is from Zara Home a couple of years ago. And then we've got Charlie's terrarium and the picture of us at the wedding. And then over here, this I believe is also from my grandma's house. This definitely is. I love this little Santa, it's so cute. And then I've got another little light up house that is also from Zara Home, like the other one. Look, he's got a list of names. So sweet. And then this vase that has some like snowy pine cones in it. And that's all the Christmas decorating I've done. I love it. I feel like it actually does look really like festive and cozy, and it's good because I've got a few like Christmas ads that I need to shoot for Instagram this week, so it's nice to have everything all set up and ready. And it's December now, so I feel like it's allowed. These things have been sitting in my hallway for weeks because I brought them back from Norwich where they were in my mum's loft, literally like Halloween weekend. And I've been meaning to actually put them up that whole time and just haven't had a chance. Mostly because of the Wicked video that I will have a chat with you about in a second when I'm having my breakfast. But yeah, that's the flat update. We're feeling festive up in here. Ooh, what is this lighting up to? Please! It's like I've forgotten how to use a camera. That's what I get for not vlogging for a couple of weeks. I've got a couple of TV recommendations for you since we last vlogged, since we last spoke. I actually downloaded Apple TV, which I've never had before, and I really like it. If you have Apple TV, please let me know any recommendations that you might have in the comments. So far, Charlie and I have been watching Ted Lasso, as you saw from one of the baubles on the tree. Love it. We're so nearly finished with season 3 now, which is the last season that's out. Really enjoying that. It's just like really wholesome, genuinely funny. Like, you really grow to care about the characters. If you've not seen Ted Lasso, it is basically about how do I explain this without any spoilers? So a woman is going through a divorce. The woman is played by Hannah Waddingham, the like musical theatre legend, but she doesn't sing. Well, actually she does sing occasionally, but there's not really singing in Ted Lasso. Oh my god, please, this lighting. sorry, just jumping in here because I've just realised what a terrible job I did of explaining to you what Ted Lasso is about. So I'm just going to try again and delete what I said before because it just didn't make any sense. So a woman is going through a divorce, and in that divorce she becomes the new owner of her husband's football club. Her husband was a football club owner. I believe that's how it started anyway. And so she wants to send this football club like into the ground. So she hires a new, now I don't know the terminology. I don't think he's a coach. I feel like he's a football manager. And she hires someone called Ted Lasso, who is like completely underqualified, from America, knows nothing about UK football, and just seems like the perfect man for the job of completely destroying the club. But immediately you sort of root for him, and he's just lovely and so supportive of the players, and like really turns the whole thing on its head. It's so good. I would really highly recommend it. And I'm not a football fan at all, but Charlie really is. But I do love watching fiction, and he's much more of a documentary guy. So we've kind of like met in the middle with this, and it is genuinely so good. Like, so often we'll say to each other like, oh, should we watch an episode of Ted Lasso? We get like really excited about it. It's genuinely really, it's so good. It's one of the best TV shows I've seen in ages, and one of the other best TV shows I've seen in ages is also another one that I've been watching on Apple TV, but I've been watching this one by myself. It's called Bad Sisters. I don't know how to not spoil it. It's like a crime, really suspenseful, it is really tense at times, but it's also quite funny. It's a really good show, and I'm only partway through season 1. I believe season 3 is like coming out at the moment. I'm so sorry about this lighting. I honestly don't know what to do about it. One thing that I think is so impressive about Bad Sisters is how much I hate the character of Jean-Paul. I have actually never felt such extreme feelings of hatred towards a character in my whole life, which is obviously like what they're trying to do. But every single episode, I think, oh yeah, I couldn't hate him more. And then the next episode, I hate him more. Like, I am actually in shock at how well written it is. I've never... even when characters are supposed to be quote unquote bad characters, unfortunately I tend to quite like them. I hate that man. It's impressive. But yeah, Ted Lasso, if you want something that's like funny and like sort of heartwarming and light. Bad Sisters, if you want something that's like really gripping and tense. I find myself like worrying about what's going to happen in the next episode of Bad Sisters, like most days, which I think is always the sign of a good TV show when you think about it outside of when you're watching it, you know. So good. And that's my first experience with Apple TV. So far, I rate it. In terms of what else has been going on in my life, I've just been doing my Christmas shopping. I actually managed to do quite a lot of it in the Black Friday sales, which I'm very pleased with myself for, because I think I am the furthest along I've ever been in terms of my Christmas shopping. Every year I tell myself I'm not going to leave it till the last minute and make it really stressful, and then every year on Christmas Eve I'm still running around like a headless chicken. My personal low was one year at Christmas when I drove, my parents are divorced, and I drove to my dad's house partway through the day and was wrapping his present in the car outside. That was my personal Christmas organisation low. I refuse to ever do that to myself again, but I'm actually quite far through this year on my Christmas shopping. Like, I'm not finished, but I've got some of the harder people to buy for out of the way, so I'm pleased, because that means I won't like panic and like buy silly things or overspend or all of those things that I'm very subject to doing around Christmas. But it is a crazy time of year in terms of like brand work to be in this industry. I've got 3 ads that are being shot this week. Who am I working with this week? I'm working with, oh actually I'm 4 sort of, because I need to do a round of amends for Archive, which is their hair care brand, actually, that I spoke about in my vlog. Like, I've spoken about them several times. I love Archive hair products, so I'm really excited to be working with them. I'm also working with Tim Tams this week, the like chocolate biscuits that have come to the UK this year from Australia. I've loved Tim Tams for years. I used to buy them online when you couldn't get them here. So that's good. And who else am I working with this week? I'm also working with View Cinemas, which I'm really looking forward to. We get to, because they're showing a load of like Christmas films in the cinema, and this was a tradition that Charlie and I actually started last year, of going to the cinema to watch a good Christmas movie. Last year we watched The Holiday, because I feel like you often like stick them on in the background, but they're good movies, you know. They deserve, we're holding space. We're holding space for Christmas movies this year. So Charlie and I are going to the cinema at the weekend to watch The Polar Express, and I'm working with View while we're there, which is lovely. And I'm also working with Premier Inn this week, which is like a dream brand for me to work with. I'm like Premier Inn's #1 fan. If Premier Inn has no fans, I'm dead. Like, when I got that email, I'm absolutely over the moon, and I said it to the girls, and Maria was like, oh my god, that you love a Premier Inn. I was like, yeah, I do. So yeah, so everything's going really well with work at the minute. I love all the brands that I'm working with, and I feel so lucky and like proud of myself for like building those connections, and just really like happy and lucky that I get to do this as a job, because as like hard and stressful and busy as it is sometimes, it is also like genuinely like my dream job. I can't imagine enjoying anything else more, which is crazy. And speaking of the job, obviously you guys will probably have seen that the last video I uploaded to this channel was a 2-hour long recap of the Wicked book, which actually sucked the life and soul out of me. Making that video, I genuinely think I spent more hours on that video. I mean, I definitely spent more hours on it than I did my dissertation. It ended up being like over double the length of my dissertation for uni, which is insane. I genuinely think I worked harder on that video than I did on my entire degree. And I was really worried I was going to upload it and there was just going to be no interest in it whatsoever, and it was just going to have been like a project for me, even though I got myself so stressed out and I literally ignored like everything else in my life for weeks on end, which is why I stopped vlogging in the first place, because there was nothing to vlog. It was literally just me sat with my headphones on at my laptop. That was it. But if you are one of the people who have come over to this channel from that video, hello. The video has been so unbelievably well received. I actually said at the end of that video that if it got 100,000 views, I would consider reading book 2. And I thought that was so unlikely, and it's currently on 140,000 views within a week of being uploaded, just over a week now. Which is insane, by the way. And if you are watching this video and you found my channel through that video, I'm so glad you enjoyed it, and I hope that you stick around for more fun. I've been thinking a lot more about how I can do more similar stuff, because while that one was like a huge project, I think I learned a lot, and I think moving forward I would probably be able to do more of them in a way that didn't take over my whole life, and I love doing them so much. They really scratch an itch in my brain. Like my degree, I did media studies, and my dissertation was about adaptation. It was actually about the adaptation, I've said this in a vlog before, of Jane the Virgin, the Netflix show, from like the typical telenovela format to then creating Jane the Virgin, and kind of which bits of the telenovela format they chose to keep and which bits they chose to kind of get rid of and why that might have been. I love doing that, and I love like textual analysis and like really getting in there and thinking about like the how and why things are made, specifically to do with like media. And actually that's what I made this channel to be. And then I started doing fashion stuff on here, which I didn't really love. Like I love fashion, don't get me wrong, but sometimes when I just post fashion stuff online like I used to on Instagram for years, it makes me feel a bit like a mannequin. And often like because of my like body shape, everyone thinks that I'm pushing like a body positivity message, and like I'm all here for body positivity and body neutrality really, more than anything, on my own personal side. But like I was just trying to exist, you know. I don't need people commenting on my body 24/7 and what I look like. And sometimes when I was posting fashion content, I felt like that. So then obviously I started doing like cleaning, like decluttering and like vlogging, and I love these vlogs. I love chatting with you guys. This is like one of my favorite things that I do. But also I still want to talk about films and TV shows and musicals. Like musicals are my #1. Like I love a musical, and so I've been thinking a lot about how I can kind of integrate everything, and I have got some ideas, and you'll be pleased to know, for those of you that have watched that video, that I have downloaded the audiobook for book 2, and it is shorter than book 1. Book 1's audiobook, Wicked's audiobook, was 19 hours something. The audiobook for Son of a Witch, which is book 2, is only 14 hours long. So it does take me longer than that to listen to it, because I have to make all my notes, and it's hard making notes on a book, particularly that style of book where like it's very convoluted. And Gregory Maguire, the author, often says things that are literally just never mentioned again, but they feel so strange that you have to make note of it in case it comes up later, because it's like, surely he can't have just chucked that in there, and then he has. So my notes for Wicked ended up being over 50,000 words long, before I then formulated it into a 25,000 word script, which is why it took so long to make. But like I said, I've learned a lot, and I am going to be starting on that hopefully today, fingers crossed. So yeah, that's the kind of life update, and I am very sorry for abandoning the vlogs for so long, but that project, like I said, I was really unsure whether it would even do well, but it was something that I had an idea for about a year ago, maybe even longer, and once I'd had the idea, I just could not get it out of my head. And so with the film coming out and everything, I was like, listen, if I'm ever gonna invest the time into making this video, it's got to be now. And I'm so glad I did, because it's been such an insane success, and people have been so lovely, telling me that I am quite good at doing videos in that way, which is just kind of something that I've always been really desperate to do, but have like really second guessed my own abilities. It feels very validating to hear that, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna do some more videos like that next year. It might be on a different channel. I don't know whether to separate these out. I'm still thinking about it, but if I do, I will let you guys know, obviously. So stick around here for now. More updates to come on that as and when I have them. But yeah, right. The next thing I need to do is actually a declutter. I've already spun the wheel. I spun it last night, so I kind of cheated, but just so I can mentally prepare myself. And I'm going to be decluttering one of the cupboards in my room, my like pink locker under my TV. I'll show you. It's a mess in there. Sorry, I actually lied to you. I haven't done the decluttering, and it is now Wednesday. I'm hoping to have time to do it tomorrow, but I just got completely sidetracked with actual working, God forbid. But I've got quite a day absolutely packed full of events today, so that'll be fun, and I will take you with me. But I was gonna say I've had a dramatic morning. That's me being very dramatic. It's really not been dramatic at all. But basically, this is such a boring story, sorry. There is so where I park my car underneath my building, we have allocated spaces, and there is one space, I don't even think per flat, like parking's really limited around here, but like I have one space allocated to me, and then like I'm not allowed to move spaces. This is relevant. And my space is right next to a concrete pillar. It's like right at the end of the car park, so it's kind of tricky to park in there sometimes if the car next to me has like parked over the line or whatever, which has always happened like occasionally. But basically a few weeks ago, this new car started parking in the car parking space next to mine, and it is a massive like 4x4 car, and I'm not joking, every single day the car is on the line or over the line, which means I end up so close to that pillar that like genuinely I think where my car is parked right now, I actually couldn't even fit my hand down between like the body of my car and the pillar. Like it is so tight, and I am very understanding. Like if it was just a one-off, I'd be like, oh, that's, you know, I'll deal with that, that's fine, because I understand that like sometimes people are in a rush, or you know, you've not parked well as a one-off, that's fine. But actually it has gotten to a stage where like I'm really worried that I'm going to scratch my car or his car, So I have written him a note to put on his car, and I'm actually terrified, but I'll read you the note. I said, "Hi. I would like to politely ask you to please be a little more considerate with your parking and ensure to not park on or over the line. This car park is tight enough already, so would really appreciate your cooperation in avoiding damage to both cars. Thank you, and hope you have a great day." I am so scared of confrontation, guys. I hate this. I've tried to be like so unbelievably polite, and like, the thing is, I'm not trying to have a go, just like, please can you be a bit considerate, because he might not have even realised, or he might not realise that it makes my life so much harder. I hate things like this so much. Oh my god, I'm like shaking at just the thought of putting it on his car. I've done it, guys, I'm so scared. Now I'm going to get on the tube. Oh my god, I am so cold. I'm wearing tights, and for the first time this year, I feel like I should be wearing something else. Normally I just brave it, but I'm freezing today. Basically, I'm just waiting for the overground, which I never really get. So it's very nice to have signal while on the tube. Obviously it's not the tube, it's the overground. I'm actually on my way to meet the girls and go to the Amazon studios. I've been to the Amazon studios a couple of times before, but it's basically a place where creators get invited to go and like have a look at all the products that are available on Amazon, and there's like some little shooting setups that you can use. I've used them a couple of times, and it's really handy to be able to film content with like lights and everything already set up. But today they're doing an afternoon tea, so like for Christmas, but it's also, they've said afternoon tea, but then they've also said that we need to be there from 10:15 till 4:30. That's a very long afternoon tea if you ask me. That's a lot of scones. I would eat that many, but that is a lot. Oh my god, look at this. Sorry, no, you're alright. There's this whole, this is the Sophia Grange new collection of like kids clothes, and I think there's a few adult bits, pyjamas and stuff in there as well. But here we are at the Amazon studios at our Christmas lunch, which looks so cute. Hello. How are you? Christmas lunch.
I'm gonna get the buffet.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm gonna get the buffet. Is that brie? It's brie, guys, it's brie.
There's a cheese, there's a cheese.
There's a charcuterie board.
Look at the
Oh, we're going to be so happy here.
Our shadow
Star sandwiches.
Star sandwiches.
We are children. This is fantastic.
Is that brownies? They are
catering?
brownies.
This is
incredible.
They've got short
I literally haven't left the house for so many days actually. I just
Shortbread.
Have you seen the little glass bottles of chocolate milk?
Oh my god, I'm
and
so
she said, she went, chocolate milk.
chocolate.
I'm having a fun chocolate count time. This is fantastic.
We're very easily pleased, guys, but this is amazing.
My god.
Should we grab a seat
I'm
at the
gonna
table?
cry.
Now this is a festive work from home lunch I can get on board with.
I'm buzzing.
We're both working from home today, and I really fancied some festive treats. So here we are. I even got a box of Celebrations.
Oh.
Buzzing.
I have the best girlfriend ever, by the way.
Do you? That's crazy.
I know.
God, you're so lucky.
She's so annoying at times, though.
Sorry, I didn't end up actually vlogging much of yesterday because it turned out it was like this Amazon seminar to learn all about Amazon. And actually, you know what? I was talking to Charlie about this last night. Before I used to do any work with Amazon, my kind of perception of their like Amazon basics, Amazon essentials, is that they were just like really cheap. And I assumed that they would be like sort of no thought put in, just like a bit of a money grab, yeah, cutting corners. But actually, so yesterday we spoke to one of the women on the team, and she's been on the team for like nearly 10 years, of the Amazon basics like clothing line, and she was saying that if anything is rated less than 4 stars, they completely take it off the website, read all the reviews, and try and work out why that is and what they can do to try and fix it. Thank you. And then like they go back to the drawing board with the product and like completely revamp it, and then bring it out again in like a better format, but they try and do all of that and keep the costs down as much as they can. But I don't know, I just never knew that
They value feedback that much.
Yeah, I think that's great. What I learned is to make sure I review any products that I buy on Amazon, because it really might actually impact the kind of future of that product, which is great. Anyway, then, oh my god, Maria and I went to a Premier Inn event, because I'm working with Premier Inn, which is like an absolute dream brand to work with, by the way. I think I said that earlier in this video. I love Premier Inn.
Some could say that you went to a premiere last night.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Premier Inn.
Premier Inn. Get it?
It was the launch of their new cocktail called the Dream Catcher, which is available in all Premier Inn restaurants. Thank you. Like the restaurants attached to the Premier Inn, which I always think are very like reliable. I like those restaurants. They feel safe to me. And so we tried the new cocktail, which was great. It was basically like a porn star martini, but with like ginger and clementine. I never know how to say that. But so it was like just a bit festive. It was nice. We learned to make them ourselves. I'm terrible at making cocktails, but we gave it a good go. And then we tried some of the festive menu, which was fun. And then we spoke to a dream reader. And when I first heard about that, I was really excited because I love things like that. I'm desperate, as you guys know, because I think I've said it in a vlog before, to get like my tarot cards read or something. And then every time I book in to get it done, it gets cancelled. And that feels in itself like the universe is trying to tell me something.
It's really funny actually, because I was talking to someone about at work about like them. So there's one specific meeting at the company that I work for that like the higher management have like every week. And he was like, whenever this, I think it's every month, and he was like, whenever this comes around, a massive life event happens for me.
Oh.
And he was like, this is just a curse. Like every time that it happens, like when he actually intends, so when he doesn't have any meetings, but he's like, okay, I'm actually going to attend this one.
Yeah.
And he goes, just something wild happens, and it's very much like, I'm not one to really believe in like
no, you're
fate,
not very like superstitious, are
but
you?
like that really does, like someone's like, no.
Well, it's like all the bad things, well, like the significantly bad things that have ever happened to me have happened on a Wednesday.
Have they?
I was also born on a Wednesday.
Yeah, bad thing that happened to me.
That was so rude.
That was quite funny actually.
Was it? So yeah, so I was quite excited to have my dream read, but then I remembered she can't just like pluck them out of my brain. I was going to have to think of something to tell her about. I can't remember my dreams. I used to dream really vividly when I was younger, but now I literally, it's like I fall asleep and then nothing happens until I wake up. So in the end, I was panicking. I thought I was going to have to make something up, but then in the end, I actually just went and spoke to her and I was like, I don't dream. And she was like, well, you do dream, you just don't remember them. Everyone dreams. And I was like, interesting. What can I do to try and remember them? And she said to me, you need to be more open to remembering them and to listening to them and knowing that like the scientists can't work out why we dream, but there must be a reason, because like it's part of our evolution or whatever. And she was like, so many things, like Einstein's theory of relativity came to him in a dream, so many like books and works of art came to people in dreams. She was like, dreams are really powerful and you need to be like more open to the power of your own dreams.
One
and I
of
was like,
Van Gogh's,
interesting.
I think that one of Van Gogh's paintings was from, I think it's, someone in the comments will probably know better than I am, but I remember at school someone saying that there's a theory that one of his paintings, I think it was a painting of a field,
right,
came to him in a dream. And he then woke up that following morning and went, I'm going to try and recreate what was in my dream.
Well, I remember hearing that Harry Potter came to J.K. Rowling in a dream. Obviously, sending hate to J.K. Rowling, but like, apparently that was a dream as well. Like, so dreams are very powerful. She was like, if you are just a little bit more open to it, she was like, there are other things you can do, like not going on your phone so close to when you go to sleep, reading more, interestingly. She was like, if you read, you like encourage the part of your brain that like builds pictures.
That's just so boring.
No, it's not. Reading's great. I just really struggle to find time for it, but I used to love reading, interestingly, back when I used to dream a lot more. So I was like, okay, right, I need to try and, you know, have a think about that. And I didn't do anything last night. I just was sort of thinking about dreams, went to sleep. This morning, I woke up and remembered my dream. For the first time in actual years. I'm absolutely gobsmacked, guys. I can't believe it.
Your dreams are only about 10 seconds long, I think.
Are they?
Yeah.
Some dreams feel so long. This was a short one. I was on a tube platform and I saw the face of two people I know on a TV screen, and then it was like the age sort of, you know, like that, oh, sorry, I'm waving scissors around. You know, like the age kind of filter that you can put on things, and you can like slide the age up and down. It was like the age filter had like gone, and this picture of them on the screen was getting really old, and then they both turned into Kevin Bacon. So I'd love to get that dream read, because God knows what that means. And the fact that that was my dream debut in such a long time is really something. And now I sort of believe what she was saying a bit more. Not that I didn't before, but like, if that's a coincidence, that's a weird coincidence, right?
You just called her a liar.
Well, no, I'm just a skeptic.
Yeah, true.
She was a lovely woman. I don't mean to cast doubt. Anyway, I had something else to update you on. Oh my God, the letter on the card. Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Sorry.
It's all right. The letter on the car worked, guys. He moved the car.
How did you tell them about that?
Yeah. So I'm so pleased, because I really just tried to be as polite as possible. And he moved the car, and it was so like happy. Well within, like, that's the best it's ever been parked. So I was very, very pleased about that, because it means that he didn't think I was an asshole. And I was so worried that it was going to turn into like a physical fight. I don't know how, because he doesn't even know what number I live in. But yeah, anyway. Now I'm finally, this is what I wanted it to be. I'm opening this box, which was delivered. I thought it had gone missing, but it turns out it had just been delivered to my neighbour. But basically I've got an ad that I'm shooting today for Tim Tams. Oh my God, it's like a suitcase. Stop it, that's so cute. It says,
my God.
Amy loved Tim Tam, and I love Tim Tam.
Oh, do you know what your name should be?
What?
Paddington.
Why?
Paddington has a suitcase.
Yeah, this is my Tim Tam suitcase. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Right, what's going to be in here? I mean, I would guess several packets of Tim Tams.
I've just been thinking, I actually really miss like reading through the comments of these vlogs. Like, both of us have been just so busy.
And to be honest, since I uploaded that Wicked video and it did really well and has doubled my subscribers and stuff, I feel very overwhelmed by the prospect of posting on this channel, because this is like my little safe space, and I love my audience on here, and I'm so scared that it has gotten so much bigger, even though it's still not big by like a lot of people's standards. But like, to be honest with you, I keep starting vlogs and then deleting them, because I feel like nothing I say is like good or important enough, and I'm having like a real confidence crisis over it.
If you have come over from the video and you subscribed, welcome. This is reality of this channel.
I do have a lot more plans to do.
Yeah. More
videos like that too, because I loved it, and it did take ages, but I really enjoyed it and I learned a lot, so I would like to do more.
Do you want me to read out this?
Yes, please. Hang on. Look, in here it says happy holidays from Australia, because Tim Tam is from Australia.
Hi Amy, this Christmas,
yes,
spreading some Aussie cheer with a special gift. Tim Tam biscuits are now available in the UK.
They are.
Making that perfect stocking filler. You can buy our chocolatey biscuits at Waitrose.
Absolutely.
Tesco, Sainsbury's and Ocado. Why not get the family Tim Tam slam and try share the love on social media? Thanks, Team Tim Tam. Well, thank you very much, Tim Tams.
Oh my God, they said original dark and chewy caramel and something else.
Ooh.
What's this?
Okay, it's your present. I'm not going to open it. Oh my God.
Are these Tim Tam socks? Shut up. That's so cool.
Oh my God. Tim Tam, if you're watching this, thank you very much. I cannot wait for these to join my own collection. I am stealing a pair.
You can have one, I'll have one. We'll share.
We'll share. We always do.
We always share.
Even though when I don't want to share, Amy turns around and goes, we share.
We share.
And it's like, no, we don't.
We share. I share my socks. We share your advent calendar. And then, it's a special mug to do the Tim Tam slam. I'm so excited. Right, I need to put a Christmas jumper on. I'm going to film this ad, and then I am finally going to get around to decluttering that handbag collection that I was telling you about earlier. Okay, it is officially time to declutter. This is where I keep my handbags. They're just sort of all shoved in there, and that's so silly because I have some really lovely bags that I love. These two baskets at the bottom used to be jumpers, but I have now hung all my jumpers up. So it is pretty much just like handbags, tote bags, and the occasional like extra makeup bag in here. There's definitely a lot of bags in here that I don't really use anymore, so I'm going to go through them now. I'm going to be filming it for TikTok, so I'll do the whole thing over there, but I'm going to give you some periodic updates here as well. I am done. That took ages, but I did take a break in the middle because my dad called. These bags I'm going to put in my summer suitcase. This is all the stuff that I'm going to put on Vinted or get rid of in some way. And then, da-da-da-da, the grand reveal. We have the finished product. So I've got all my handbags along the top there. That's good. I actually can't believe they all fit, and the fact that I can see them all means I'm way more likely to actually use them, because I have really terrible object permanence. Like, if I can't see it, it doesn't exist. Like, I can have my favorite food ever in the fridge and I forget it and it goes moldy because because my fridge isn't see-through. Whereas if I have a snack and I leave it out on the kitchen counter, I'll eat that snack. I can't really explain it. Like, if I can't see something, it doesn't really exist to me. And so to have all my bags like that, I think is going to be a game changer. Second row down is stuff that I use when I go away. So like, we're about to go away for the weekend to see Charlie's parents. So I'm probably going to take this Katie Loxton bag, which is like a weekend bag. But I also have this one, which is from Antler. And I have another Katie Loxton inside that is slightly smaller as well. You've got to have options. I love this Antler travel bag because it slots over the suitcase, which matches and it makes me feel like I've got my life together. But then inside there, I've just got my trusty rucksack, which I have from when I used to be a tutor and I used to have to walk everywhere with loads of heavy books and stuff. But sometimes I still use it when my back gets particularly bad. And then in there I have all my tote bags, and then in here I have like makeup bags and the dust bags for the nicer bags. So that is the locker. Oh my god, I can't believe it looks like that. It was so bad before. Like, every time I opened it I felt like stressed before I opened it, and then every time I tried to close it I was like wrestling with the locker doors. But now stunning. Hello everyone, it is Sunday today and we've had a very, well, chilled couple of days really.
Where's your coffee?
Upstairs.
Oh.
I've been doing lots of planning for next year's content, which I'm now really excited about. And I started Wicked Book 2. It has officially begun. Yeah, we've been spending this weekend at Charlie's parents' house, which was lovely. We actually went to a little Christmas market, so I was going to show you what we got because hi Lola.
This is my family dog. I'm sure that Lola's probably been in the vlogs before.
I think she has.
But yeah, it's always nice to come home and see Lola. It's yeah, my parents have recently moved, so Lola at the moment is trying to get used to it. I don't know whether any of you guys have recently moved, but with these storms and moving and things like that, I'm sure Lola's...
The animals are a bit unsettled, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's been a lovely weekend actually. Like, we're out in the countryside.
It's so nice and quiet out here. Yeah, every time I go to the countryside I go, God, I feel like I can breathe properly.
When I was growing up, I used to say, oh yeah, like I lived in the countryside town, and like, yeah, like where I grew up was like surrounded by countryside, but I wasn't in the countryside itself. And then where my parents have moved now, it's extra countryside.
It's very remote. It's nice though. We've spent a lot of time at the farm shop, which is lovely.
And like, I have to drive to a big shop now.
Wow, it's crazy. But yeah, the other night we went to a little village Christmas market, which was so cute. And I wanted to show you a couple of bits that I was going to buy, but then Charlie's mum actually bought them for us for Christmas, which was lovely. But they were from a small business, so I thought I would share it with you. The business is called Sasha Blues scents. I'll find her website or something and put it in the description. We got this little wax melts, what's this called?
Candle burner?
Yeah.
No, yeah, wax melt burner.
Fine. Because we already have one that we use all the time, but this is Festive, and I love the little gingerbread man. My mum has a real thing about gingerbread men. I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm like inheriting it.
Look how cute that is.
So sweet.
So do you reckon that we put the candle in that way and then we face it that way towards us?
Yeah, so we see the gingerbread man.
So
and then to go in there, we've got a load of gingerbread wax melts. Hang on, let me smell. I haven't actually smelled these yet, have you? Oh.
Oh.
It smells like Christmas. Yeah, buzzing with those.
It has a little scoop inside.
Yeah.
They were so lovely. They were,
yeah, the girl that runs it, I assume her name is Sasha. She was saying that she's 18 now, but she's been running her small business since she was 14. And everything just looked so lovely and so well packaged.
I was really impressed as well because we asked about the, like, I was about to say flavours, but smells, different smells that she had. And it was all so professional. Like, she got out this booklet.
Yeah, Gally knew what she was doing.
And I was like,
fantastic.
I always respect it when someone wants to set up a small business and
that's hard. Like,
really,
running a small business is so hard. Props to her. She did a fab job.
No, but like how prepared she was. Like I was.
Yeah, she'd obviously put a lot of thought into it. And then actually I was going to show you, because Charlie's mum bought one of these. I was contemplating one of these as well, but in the end I thought we're not actually home enough to get through it. But she does these advent calendars of all different Christmas scents. So there's Christmas spice, salted caramel, cranberry and apple, amber and sweet orange, shimmering star, I don't know what that smells like, or jingle bell, Christmas cookie, crimson cranberry sparkler, loads, Christmas tree, candy cane, gingerbread, like, this is so cute. And they're all like cute little colours and they've got glitter in them and stuff. They're just really festive. Yeah, she was just a really lovely girl, and I just thought all of her stuff looked amazing, so I just wanted to give her a little shout out. And if any of you are in the market for wax melt or wax melt burner, it makes a lovely Christmas present. She does lots of stuff that's not festive.
Yeah, it was just, and we've actually, so the number one, we've been burning that in my parents' living room.
Yeah, the Christmas spice scent is like quite citrusy. It's really nice.
Really good. Yeah. Really good.
So yeah, that's our Christmas market haul. What's the plan for today? We're going to the cinema today. We're going to watch the Polar Express. I'm working with View today, but actually we've just added it on to a little bit of a tradition that we're trying to have, because last year we went to the cinema, didn't we, to watch The Holiday around Christmas, and we thought it was so lovely to actually like sit and really pay attention to the Christmas movie, because if I put one on at home I just get so distracted.
You do.
And we loved The Holiday, didn't we? And that was the first time I'd ever really watched it through. So this year we've booked a few in already. Later next week we're going to see Love Actually, but today is the Polar Express. So if you're looking for like a really low-key, festive, cozy evening, I would really recommend checking if your local cinema is doing any Christmas films, because you got your cinema snacks and you can go in your comfies, and it's just really nice. Yeah,
it's really, really nice. And it's, I think especially around this time of year, I don't know about you guys, but I spend a lot of time trying to like, especially when I'm thinking about wrapping presents and stuff, whereas when you go to the cinema, you don't have, like, you can't just wrap presents, so you're able to actually enjoy the movie.
It's like there's always something else you should be doing almost, but yeah, if you go to the cinema, it's like saying to yourself, like, no, I'm having an evening out, which is nice.
Which is really lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah.
What have you guys been doing this week?
Let us know. Thank you very much for watching. And I'm really scared to upload this vlog because I just don't know how it's, I feel like the Wicked video is really thrown off my YouTube calibration, but it's okay. I've got big plans for next year. Everything's in hand now. And
if you're watching this and you haven't seen Amy's Wicked video, she has just set up a new channel where she is...
yes, That's a very good point. So basically, if you are here from the Wicked video and you would like to see more stuff like that, I have now set up a completely different channel. It's called Amy's Annotations. There's nothing on there right now, but I loved doing that video and the format of that video, and all of the comments have been so kind and lovely, and I would love to do more like it, but I also know that it's maybe not for the same audience as these kind of like homey chatting shit vlogs.
And you'll put a link in the bio.
Yeah, I'll put a link in my description, and I'll also comment on this video from that channel and put it as a pinned comment as well. So if you want to find that channel and go over there, that's how you can do that. Or if you're not interested in those kinds of videos and you just want to stick around for the vlogs, this is my reassurance. They're coming back. They're here to stay.
It's just been busy.
It's just been busy, yeah.
She's absolutely nailed it though. I think you're doing really, really well, and I think how much effort she put into the Wicked video, I think it's just really nice to see.
I'm so relieved it paid off.
Yeah.
It's got 250,000 views now, guys. It's crazy. It just isn't stopping.
No.
But yeah, thank you all so much for your support and for being so patient with these vlogs, because they've been a little bit here, there and everywhere lately, but we are back now. And I will see you next week. Hope you have a lovely week.
Bye.
Bye.